here we are again in our newly expanded little Hellville, noticing a couple of things that I want to correct just before I go on to the main part of this video. I've removed the imp from that little alcove, so I'll put him back. And I forgot to put the actual teleported destinations into these tagged sectors, which means that they won't work. But that's very easy to remedy. We'll copy and paste those around. And one thing you can do is select things and hit Shift and L to get them all to face the same direction. So that'll make the monsters face basically into the middle of the pool once they get out the teleporter. Yeah, one of the other things I wanted to do was to get some of these expansions done that I was planning on. The map doesn't have an ending yet, which is probably one of the most pressing things, but an instruction has also come down that the level needs to start a certain way underneath a hole in the ceiling that the players drop down from. So I'm going to adapt the start and make an ending. Those are the biggest priorities just now. For the first part, I thought I could pull these walls around and make the player start in here instead. So we'll draw some lines, get another small section moved out in here. While I'm at it, I'm actually going to place the co-op starts. Very important. That was one of the things that was on the forum post. It should have cooperative starts. Might do deathmatch starts as well later, not sure. Right, so the new beginning. The player's going to start here, and there's going to be some kind of opening above them. Not quite sure what it should be yet. We can adapt this very easily once the details come out. F-Sky 1. And it'll really be whatever texture's there in the previous map, I suppose. But we can OBK MTD this. Oh, that's the wrong one. Great start. All right. And this wall here should be there instead. Approximately. Doesn't really matter what shape the outside is. And if we move this, let me think about how to do this, because when you delete lines, things go a bit mad. So I'm just thinking about how to adapt these into the shape I want. See what that does. Yep. Oops, what have we done? Okay. That's looking approximately okay. Put another little light in here. Because it helps to start off with something in view, just to make things look interesting, not to put the player in a plain wooden corridor. Looks okay. And if I've got this right, then that will still be tagged correctly. I believe it is. And I'm likely to need a texture up here as well. Let's just stick that there. Okay, let's test this out. See if all my textures are still there and if the mechanism still works. And I will just no clip up to here. All right. Well, I can't see. That's a problem. What's ID behold L? All right. Inspector's goggles. Yeah, that works. The player's got a bit of a hiding place here. I wonder if it would be appropriate to just put a wall up here. That would work. So we can use another tag, 29. And that'll just rise up when we want it to. And when we want it to happen is one of these. We're going to walk once, floor raise to lowest ceiling. Tag, what did I do again? 29. Okay, now because we are thinking about co-op, it's important to think about where players would be when this happens. It's possible some of them might not have left the starting room if they're just hiding in a corner here. It's not realistically likely to happen, but just in case it does, we can give them an escape route by making this also a... I keep on calling it platform because the UDMF actions call it a platform, but this is called a lift. So switch repeatedly, lift, lower, weight, raise on tag 29. And we're going to flip that line def by going into lines mode and pressing F to make sure the front is facing outwards, because on Doom and Boom, I think, only the front is activatable. Let's just spruce this up a little by adding some sector lighting. That'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I think just 3 will do. Make that up to 176. So that we've got just a little differentiation. Might put some of the bone textures here, actually. Do I have enough room to... Yeah, I do. I do have enough room to do this. That's going to be one of our favorites again. I'm going to put a little fence over it as well. And that's going to be... I think... I can't remember the texture I want. But we could just use OFXCO1. There's a sort of patterned one as well. That one. So we can make this impassable. Once again, that's 176, 176. These can be 128. All right. Let's do the same thing again. And we can decorate the starting room even more if we choose to. I'm not sure if I turned off no clipping a bit too late there, but it seems to be fine. All right, we also need to sort those out, obviously. So let's do that. there. And where was the other one? It was that one, okay. Forgotten where the ceiling was. That'll do. Okay. If you do hear a little jingle bell and the clatter of falling things, then it'll be because Pepper, the cat, is messing around behind the desk just now. We'll see how long it lasts. If my mouse starts moving wildly and I start putting random sectors everywhere, it's because she's just sat on me. Anyway, we want to give the map an ending, having done a start, and I wanted to adapt some of this at the start. I'd like to coral the Spider Mastermind into a bit of a smaller area than she has just now. I'm going to do that just by adding a trench and then adding and then moving the floor up. Now, if you've seen Decino's videos, you'll know that one of the dangers of having a monster restricted is that it also affects how aggressive it is, because when it hits a wall, its firing time can be reset. So we don't want to pack her in too tightly. Is there no BK MTD that's a bit smaller than the ones I have just now? Yeah, exactly like that. I'll put a bit of water in here. 1, 2, 3. All right, that should do it. Oh, I didn't pull that down. It's nice that you can have a flat and a texture on the clipboard at the same time if you're working in one of the original Doom formats. Let's just see. This is really kind of over-detailed now, but I just want the trench to last all the way. Or do I want this up here? Okay, done it. Actually, these surfaces can be a different texture. Hello, Pepper. Have you come to sit on something? The windowsill. That's a good choice, away from electronics. I put a pillow up there for her to try to encourage her to stay there. She loves just looking out at the garden at the things she wants to kill. There we go, good jump. Didn't knock everything down this time. And let's have... Actually, can we do this? Yeah, well, let's do that. All right. The point of doing all that was to keep the Spider Mastermind in here so that I have room for my big crusher. I'm not sure how I'll implement it, actually. Maybe it should be much bigger than that. All right. Let's use this again. All right. And what was that other metallic texture I was using? The one with the studs. Oh, maybe I got rid of. No, there it is. Oh, iron. Okay. Now I'm going to have to be careful here because I don't actually know what actions are available to me. I was going to make one switch lower the crusher a little and another switch lower the rest of the way, but I'm not actually sure that's possible. I might have to go the way of making a switch open a door and then another door, and then eventually reach to a switch that just turns the crusher on. All right, so we want another platform back here. Let me look at the that grid size. Okay. Got some plans for how these switches should look. Something like that. That's actually too big. Yeah, maybe that. Here's the yellow one. Is this still not tall enough? My goodness, okay. And this one will be the red one. I wonder actually if I should make these a bit wider so there's cover. I'll think about that. Oh, and these should really be skulls as well, shouldn't they? Always made me a bit uncomfortable when you had a hellish level with skull keys, but the door text, the door trims were... Oh, door red too. Okay, yeah, that was it. Okay. Let's actually just have a look at our catalog. We want this a switch 1 ceiling. So we can lower to 8 above floor, perpetual slow crusher damage, or raise to higher ceilings. Okay, so there's nothing that really suits us. So let's make this, make it open a door instead. This will eventually be tag 30. This one will be the same. For tag 31. Now, how do I get from here to there? Could have a little lift. And on the other side, what I think I'll do is I'll put a passage in this way, because I want there to be an ambush here. And I'll implement that right now. And this corridor can go to the keys. All right, how far off am I with height? Oh, not bad at all. That's very encouraging. All right, we'll sort that out later. 1, 2. Was it 4? Was it 3? Yeah, I think it's 3. The player can actually just get up there. And what that'll do is open that door. Some of these will eventually be doors. Going a bit fancy. I really enjoy doom mapping. It's such a satisfying thing. We'll make this different at the back here. We'll make these marbly. If I can remember how. Yeah, this kind of thing. That's what I'm after. This one looks like a nice step. And we will put some doors in. Make this height 128. Lower unpeg that. Lower unpeg that. Here come our doors. What should they look like? It's sort of big marble. Yeah, there are some big marble faces. That's nice. You'll do. I'll need to get a bit creative here because I've made this too wide. My creativity is by narrowing it. All right, so we've got the two big skulls there. And we'll make this look a bit more marbly up here. These are the 2 switches we'll want. Once the players hit those 2 switches, they can run here and start performing crusher damage. This one needs to look like a fairly vital switch. It looks a bit electronic, this big one. I just wanted to look big and important, you know. We'll see how that goes, and we can always replace it afterwards. Okay, you are tag 32. There's been quite a lot of tags in this map, and you are S1. Actually, you are genericized. I can't remember how to get to them. Generalized actions. Ceiling. Switch ones. Fast. Trigger model, which doesn't matter. Go down to the highest adjacent floor. Don't change anything but do crush. Can we get fast crusher damage? We'll see. And you will be using tag 32. Right. Now, do you remember the thing that I forgot here? These need to be keyed. So, we can use S1 door blue, yeah, S1 door red, open, stay fast, and S1 door yellow, open, stay fast. Where is it? Okay. Can't remember whether those line defs are in original to Doom. I suspect they aren't. And that's a Boom edition. Looking to see what else we should do with this area. Don't know what happened here. And also, I'm still on the 1, 2, 3. Make this a bit brighter. Add some extra brightness for the switch. What do we have in the way of marble floors? Quite a nice selection, actually. Should we go diagonal? Oh, that was a mistake. Don't want the spider to be able to go onto there. Actually, she can't. She's going to be blocked by these switches, so I think that's fine. Let's just put a border between her platform and this one, or maybe she can have a marble platform as well. Yeah, that'll work. When you've got a crusher, some previous evidence of its use is sometimes nice. All right. Would help if I actually gave the map an ending, having said I would do it. What I'm supposed to do at the end of this is to end the map with a tear in the floor again. Yeah, that does look slightly like a pair of testicles. Let's adapt that. And we'll make a little gap in the marble. And within that, right, there's our escape route. It's too small. All right, that's better. That's going to lead to the sky. This, actually, you know what, this should be the other way around. Not like that. Maybe just stone, really. Stone or dirt. Possibly, I don't know. Do we have something that looks like it could be the edges of the tiles? Kind of. All right, that's going to be our exit. Special is... No, not a special. That's not going to be where we put it, because an exit is a line and not a sector. When the player crosses this line, it's going to be walk 1, exit level. And that doesn't require tagging anything. All right, let's make our way up to here through both our different routes. And then we'll see about how this works when we play test it. Thinking about the aesthetics of coming up here. Could be just a lift. Do I want stairs here, or will they just look too steep and silly? Only one way to find out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ah, okay. So we've got a gap of 3 there. That's annoying. I suppose what we could do is just have a little platform to make up the 8 we need. T to get rid of things, by the way, easier than moving them around, as a commenter pointed out, because for some reason I was moving my things about when I wanted to adapt the sectors underneath them. You can just press T to toggle things, and with the hitboxes as well. And we're going to need to adapt some ceilings as well. How high is this? That's 120? I suppose it is. Yeah, I don't really like how steep that is, but we'll leave it for now until I can come up with something better. Let's align all of those, and align all of those. And we'll use some more of this. All right, and we've got our route through here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, doesn't look like you can step up on that, but you can. So let's just step into not that. No, we're not quite ready for that yet. And see if I've got these switches right. Okay, I'm a player, I'm going round, I'm going into the tunnels. I can't really see anything because of the sunlight just now that's behind me. I should set up this a bit better. We're going to go into this little castle. Spring a trap. That looks great. I can actually just wander onto this from here. Maybe that's not a problem because the Spider Mastermind will be there. Not sure. But we'll see. This lets us up. You need yellow key. You actually need a yellow key to activate both those objects, so that's a problem. Eventually, we come back with the red and yellow keys. That one does nothing. That one does nothing. So, bit of a poor showing here. Let's debug this, see what went wrong. I've got S1, door yellow open, stay fast. I never tagged the doors. That'll be exactly what it is. just identifying which ones are the doors. There we go. Okay, that one will be tag 30. That one will be tag 31. And what else can we do here? Yes, this is not door open yellow, stay fast. This one's door red. Oh, does it need to be a complete string? Okay. S1 door red open, stay fast. All right, shall we try that again? All right. Messed up putting no clip on. Okay, I've done that bit. And we're going to come around here. We're going to IDKFA. That's good. That's good. There we go. And having done that, we can just wander off into the wrong corridor. Wander off here, and we've got our exit. And there's the first time we've seen this map completed in some way. Okay, a small amount of time later, let's finish off the areas of this map that are yet to be completed. We'll sort out this there, and then we're going to spring this trap down in the south next to the river, which I've got more room to do now. So that's nice. That will do. And we'll make that cover this area. Okay. So this wall will drop down. We'll make this lower unpeg, yep. So that it aligns correctly. It doesn't really matter what's on the other side of here. And what we'll put some close-up monsters into this closet. And we'll put some further away monsters in this one. Let's see what we can do here. All right. So these can just be the same tag, 33, and I'll make this line activate them when the player comes over. That's going to be floor, walk over once, fast, go down to the next adjacent floor, change nothing, don't crash. And we're going to do that on tag 33. All right. Something more I could do here as well now. I've got a lot of room. I might actually change the topology of this so that I can vary the size of the shape of the library a bit more. Let's move this down. Okay, so this Baron should still be about here. I'm going to sort of wrangle the vertices a bit to get them where I want. There we go. When I merge a vertex with another vertex, I've got too many bad memories of unreled, which will instantly crash if you do that. It doesn't know what to do with them. Nobody's ever quit unreled successfully. The way to stop using unreled is for it to crash again, and you find yourself thinking, yeah, you're probably right. Anyway, no such worries when you're using Doom Builder. I've had crashes, but they've really not been severe. We'll put a couple of these in to give us light sources. And I think this is a bit too dark for a library. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make the rest of this, most of the rest of this 128. These are little borders. We're going to use that for them. Oh, have I just copied what I selected and not what I was pointing at? No, I haven't. Okay, good. All right, like I said before, I think it's probably necessary to have some books to really complete the library aesthetic, or indeed to start it. Let's put some more in. And I'd just like another corridor over here. Just going around the back. Give the player something else to explore, and some more monsters, a place to hide. I wonder, should I do some diagonal stuff here? Maybe I will. What do you want, Windows Defender? Thanks for telling me. Viruses really aren't the threat they used to be, are they? Well, I mean, obviously, if you get a bad one, you're annihilated. And you have to pay ransomware and everything, but my my old computer, probably 386, it had the form virus, and it just existed quite quietly on the computer and on all the disks we had. And it never really did anything. It was like it was part of the operating system. It's just very usual to put a disk in and say, this has got the form virus on it. Okay. What can I do here, I wonder? With a 91 long line def. Put the brightness up so I can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to put a picture up. Maybe if I adjust that grid a bit. That'll work. I wonder what the origins of these paintings are. That looks quite familiar, but I'm not sure. Let's use texture scrolling to get... Oh, that's Truth Coming Out of Her Well to Shame Mankind. I think that's the name of the picture. Oh, well, yet again. Trying to look for something that's woody, but in a different way from the other bits of wood that I've had. Maybe this? No, it looks a bit crude. We want a kind of refined looking wood. I wonder if one of the marble textures might be even better, actually. Could use something like that. That's not bad. We'll do the same on these sides. What was it, 68? Something like that. Yeah, I've messed that one up. That's it. that looks good. Okay. We'll put some more candelabras in. And I'd quite like to make some height variation around here as well. Doesn't have to be big. Maybe just something like that. Let's see, how long is that? That's 158, that's 165. That'll do, that makes it symmetrical. Yeah. Put that up. And we'll use some more marble here. Bit like the end of the map. Oops. Rotate around, put it there. Move it up. Alright, around here I want to do something a bit different from just putting bookcases down everywhere. Let's extend this platform over here so it looks like the grate is actually... so it's not in the middle of the wall is what I'm concerned about. We could put a window in here though. I wonder... I don't want to provide too much of an opportunity for players to go through and hit monsters before I want them to. So we'll think about that. I could simply just provide windows that are impractically narrow. But again, we'll think about it. Are these separate sound areas? They are. Okay. That's good to know. What can I do here? Am I going to be as cliched as to make bookcases drop down and monsters to spring out of them? I'm going to try avoid doing that for the time being. Let's put a couple more spectres around. And monsters that can get you from a distance. All right then. Maybe I'll just do a bit of ceiling stuff here. Again, I just want nothing fancy. MRBL, okay. Well, the player's never going to notice that anyway. All right, never mind. What's important to make a room look less like a Wolfenstein 3D room is just to have these little height variations throughout. They don't have to be big, but it helps to have that variety. I've also got too many of the same walls around, and I said that my maps can appear chaotic because I try to vary my walls too much sometimes. So I'm trying to be safe and use similarly themed walls around each other. Well, we'll see how it works. If we make this a different looking part of the map, though. BK, yeah, you'd think I'd know the shortcut for that, BK, but the amount of times I use it. I'll stick a little sacrificial altar thing around here. One, two, 3, 4. There we go, okay. Let's have some dead former humans, dead marines. People who were less good at the game than we are. And I'll cap these off. I've tried to do it twice now. There, thank you. I'll cap these walls with that. Give this maybe one of the big skulls. Oh, that looks quite good. Is that dead center? That'll do it. Oh, that's perfect. Unwittingly, that's the perfect width of that texture. Okay, let's do that. Never touch it again. Just put a couple of candelabras again. Okay, what can I do with the other side? Might actually put some stairs up here. That's a disaster, isn't it? What am I doing? That's there, that's there, that's a bit too low. All right. Leave that one there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I wonder if that's too steep. Might be. Yeah, just shallow will do. Well, shall we use green marble for that instead? We will, but a slightly different kind. Is there a seam on this? I don't think there is. Okay, never mind. I wondered about using the skull texture for its just the top of it, you know. So that we've got a border. All right, 90-degree turns. These look dreadful. Let's do something about it. In fact, let's do something asymmetrical about it. Because instantly that's the way to make places look a lot more interesting in Doom. Okay, and this will be a really bright area. I wonder if I should make these flicker. Oh, what's going on here with the offset? Oh, that's because I never raised this. Oops. Thank you. And that's for you, the ceiling. Yep. Okay, let's make this look a bit more interesting as well. Yeah, I think this is a bit wide for stairs. There we go. So I think if I continue this way, I'll hit just about the top end of the monster count for the intended Hurt Me Plenty medium difficulty setting, which means I'll be in a good place to sort of exaggerate or diminish it, depending on the chosen difficulty. Can just crush them all into that corner there so that the player can't see them from outside. Yeah, that's good. Just putting a random kind of shape. Not a random kind of shape, but a shapey kind of shape. And changing its height and messing around with it can really do a lot for a Doom map. I'll align this to the floor texture a bit more. Doesn't matter so much because the player's not going to notice. Just as long as you use a shapey kind of shape. Alright, I was going to change the texture around here so we didn't have so much wood everywhere. That looks okay, actually. Let's do our ceiling. We can just use this texture here, I think. And this looks like it's going to be a prime place to put a mural or something like that. Just another platform with some enemies on it. Probably going to be imps, because I don't really have any other monsters that suit. Which ones do I have? Seriously, Baron of Hell, that's too powerful. Cacodemon, Cyberdemon, definitely not. Oh yeah, it's so strange how few there are. Alright. How high is this? This is 128, that's good. We can do another sort of big skull thing. This time, I want to make this 128 so we can use other textures next to it. Maybe these borders. All right. Let's give the player some rewards for coming here. I've actually been forgetting to put much ammunition at all into this map. Sort of gave up on it quite a while ago. Yeah, I'm not in a position where I can start handing out heavier ammunition either, because this map is only meant to contain the chain gun at the best. And the chainsaw in the secret. That's a good place for a pickup though, because it's right in front of you, you'll go and get it. You'll be attacked by the Baron. Okay. What else? I wanted to make these flicker, but I'm not sure now. I think there are too many different sectors, and they'll look a bit weird, and they'll flicker all over the place. Still, that's okay. Now we've got a bit of a fight in the library, I'll leave some medikits. And I just want to make one more place for the light source. GZ Doom puts dynamic lights on those automatically, which is really nice, but it can give you a false sense of how good the map looks.